quarter. Sean Burke responsible for those 2 points. As we get back into it here. Easy bucket. St. John's with a quick 4 points to open up the second half here. Nunnell with a drive, but his layup's no good, and St. John's will bring it back the other way. Looking to get back into this ballgame. Bobby Duquette for 3. Bobby Duquette off the mark there. But Sean Burke down low. Sean Burke doing some work. And it's 6-0 run, and St. John's has really come out firing here in the second half. And Wachusett quick timeout here. All of a sudden, it is a 3-point basketball game. St. John's really, whatever the message was at halftime, it was well received. Pioneers have come out here on all cylinders and have cut the Wachusett lead to 28-25 in a game that was controlled by the Mountaineers throughout the first half. You think back to that first half of play, you can credit Wachusett, some great defense forcing a number of St. John's turnovers, which helped fuel their offense in the first half. St. John's responds, and I think everyone came here this evening looking for a competitive basketball game against 2 quality Central Mass teams. And it looks like we're going to get that competitive basketball game here as expected in the third quarter. Score is now 28-25. Dion for 3, that's good. Dion with a big 3. Come on, G, work hard, G. Great play by St. John's. Sean Burke with that finish there. Update on the text box for those of you inquiring. And another wild shot from Wachusett, and St. John's continues the momentum here. Rodriguez finding Burke. Burke surveying Bobby Duquette for 3. Bobby Duquette in and yes! It drops for Bobby Duquette. Bobby Duquette. The Pioneers are down 1. And the ball in Dion's hands. Pioneers looking for a bucket. Who else do you want to get the ball to? Dion, he gets shot or create a play here on a kickout. On Dion with an acrobatic play. And St. John's will grab the lead here, 32-31. And Wachusett forced these other times. St. John's really fired up right now. And momentum has shifted over to the Pioneer side. And 4:42 remaining here in the third quarter. St. John's has come out on fire here in that third quarter. Wachusett back on their heels. St. John's dictating tempo. And we'll see how Wachusett responds out of this timeout. See if they can recapture some of that magic they had in the first half. Sentinel had a big first half for the Mountaineers. And then Dion on a little catch here. Nuttall with the three. Nuttall in and out. Good rebound. Ball wide open. Dion, a bit long. St. John's will go the other way with it. Bongadozu able to convert. Pioneers extend their lead to 3. And it's just been a tale of 2 halves here. Traveling call against the Mountaineers.
Brian Kyne entering the game for Wachusett. Bobby Duquette for St. John's.
And Bobby Duquette will bring the ball up here for the St. John's Pioneers. And Sally back in the game, and alley-oop, Talia finding Sean Burke gets up to convert, and it's all working right now for the Pioneers. Pioneers up 5. Pioneers will go down low. The Mountaineers will go down low. Get the ball in the hands of Serafini, and Serafini's fouled. Shot no good. He'll
Fouls
get
on
2
number
shots.
35, Hunter Gorgas. That's his third.
Gorgas with his third foul.
Serafini at the line with 2 shots. Jay Brunel entering the game for St. John's.
Jay Brunel, you remember him? He had a big catch in that Super Bowl. Chalia dropped, I believe, a 75-yard dime right in his lap. Big touchdown pass. Foxborough. Three ball there, no good. Dion grabs the rebound and they go back the other way. And a little bit of miscommunication. Not looking for a cutter there. And cutter was Brian Quinn. Brian Quinn wasn't looking for a ball. Bobby Duquette's come alive here. It is now 38-32. Pioneers up 6. Coming up on 2.5 minutes remaining in the third quarter. And shot won't fall from Liam Griffin, and the Pioneers go the other way. Serafini, some good face-up defense there. Ball will stay down with the Pioneers. Charlie will inbound. Oh, dunk to Sean Burke. And that was a thing of beauty. Sean Burke came cutting down the lane and threw down the hammer on the alley-oop. And that is St. John's going to steal, and it is all Pioneers. Take it the other way. And three ball, Brian Quinn. And that was completely necessary for the Mountaineers. quarter, Brian Quinn able to give the Mountaineers some life with a big 3 ball. And Wachusett will get the rebound, and they will come down the other way. And Quinny looking to start feeling it here as they're yelling out Quinny. Brian Quinn's 3 is no good. And it is 40-35. We're under a minute to go here in the third quarter. And Sean Burke, that ball doesn't fall. Burke's a pretty smooth player on the basketball court, though, let me tell you. He makes the game look pretty easy. And Nuttall driving, and wild layup, no good. And it looks like St. John's going to try to hold here for the final shot of the quarter. Bobby Duquette's got the ball in his hands. He's provided a nice spark here for the Pioneers as they're up 5. And a traveling call. And a big opportunity here for Wachusett, down 5 to get the last shot now of the quarter and make this a one-possession game. Nuttall will inbound, Dion. They're going to look to take him away. Liam Griffin. Dion! Wow! And that is a big 3 from Sam Dion. And did Wachusett ever need that 3? And they knew who to get it to, Sam Dion, a deep 3. And as I said before, he will let the ball go from almost anywhere. And he let it go there. And it is a 40-38 game. St. John's up 2 as we are set up here for a pretty entertaining fourth quarter of play here at Wachusett Regional High School. We'll keep it right here. It was a game that was controlled largely by the by the Mountaineers in the first half, but St. John's really had a great third quarter, and what that all kind of manifests into is an exciting setup here as we head to the fourth quarter. My apologies for the first half of that third quarter. Microphones only work if you plug them in, and I didn't have the mic plugged in for that part of the third quarter, so I do apologize if the audio wasn't as good as you would have expected it to be, but we got the mic plugged in. We got all the technical difficulties resolved here, and hopefully we have a good, clean fourth quarter here and see an exciting finish. Mountaineers will get the ball to open up the quarter. And Dion, a good vision by Dion, but an errant pass, but ball turned right back over to the Mountaineers. Nuttall will settle it down. Dion thought about it. Gets it done on the baseball diamond himself. So we're only a couple months away from baseball action. Gorgas using his big frame, and Burke is going to get fouled. Burke's starting to have the influence on this game that many expected he would have. He's a handful.
Fouls on Hunter Johnson. That's his second.
Burke will go to the line here.
Burke at the line, shooting 2.
And Burke was fouled in the process of shooting. He'll get 2 shots here, and his first shot is off the mark. And Burke misses them both, and Nuttall grabs the rebound, and he'll get Wachusett going the other way, and Dion for 3, he's got it!
Wachusett lead to 4 points. Sam Dion. Of course, many of you remember his brother Tyler, good player in his own right. Now playing in Nichols, and I see in front of me the Nichols game feed, and I'm watching Tyler play basketball on a cell phone in front of me while I watch his brother play basketball here at Wachusett, which is always fun. To watch any of the Dions play basketball, it's always exciting. St. John's with the fans with the chant, "Let's play soccer." I guess if I were in charge of that chant, I might have said, "Let's play football," but they didn't ask me for my input, and we'll get back to actual basketball here. St. John's, the drought continues. And that ball is out of bounds, but that's going to stay down here with the Pioneers. Chalier will take the ball out of bounds. And the Pioneers will look to get their offense back on track here. And that three ball is in and out. But Sean Burke with a putback in. Nuttall to the hole, but nothing going there, and St. John's comes back the other way. Steve Bachalia. And we are tied up at 44 here. A couple quick baskets from the Pioneers to tie this game up. And a foul goes against the Pioneers. Nuttall driving along the baseline. He's able to draw the foul.
Fouls on Bobby Duquette. His first, team second. Wachusett ball.
And Dion coming off of a screen. Oh, and he had a good look. But good rebound there. That's Liam Griffin doing the dirty work underneath. And Nuttall will take it back up top. Nuttall continuing to penetrate. He's not shy. His shots haven't dropped of late, but he's continued to penetrate. He's able to draw the foul there.
Fouls on number 35, Hunter Morgan. His fourth, team third. Joey Nuttall at the line, shooting two.
And Nuttall will be shooting a pair here. This game tied at 44, 5:25 remaining here in the fourth quarter of this exciting basketball game between two top 5 Central Massachusetts teams. And Nuttall's first free throw attempt won't drop. Nuttall does get the second to regain to allow Wachusett to reclaim the lead. Excuse me. And Burke looking to create. Chalier for three. Chalier shots in and out. Dion with the rebound. Dion, a little hesitation move there. Oh, and Dion dribbles it off his leg. And the ball will come back the other way. And a three ball, No good from Bobby Duquette. Rebound goes to Griffin, and Nuttall continuing to press the issue, but shots are not dropping for him. What a play there. That's Bongaduzu. Bongaduzu with a great little scoop there, and that'll give the Pioneers the 1-point lead. We go back and forth here. Three ball off the hands of Brian Quinn. Doesn't fall. St. John's with the rebound. Bobby Duquette, he thought about it. And Bicali gets to the lane looking for Gorgas down low. Gorgas, no. And great hustle, and great hustle play by Hunter Johnson, but
Barry Walsh entering the game.
and we got a timeout on the floor. St. John's calls that timeout. And we have a 46-45 ball game here. St. John's is back out in front. If you're just joining us, St. John's is up 46-45. We have 3:50 remaining in the fourth quarter. It was a game that was largely controlled by Wachusett in the first half. Up double digits at some points, but St. John's played well in the third quarter. They were able to cut into the lead. They were eventually able to take the lead. And it's been back and forth here, as you might expect in the fourth quarter. It'll be St. John's ball coming out of the timeout. Steve Bicali will inbound it for the Pioneers. And a little miscommunication, and the ball fortunately bounces right into Hunter Gorgas' hands. And a fortunate break there for St. John's. And Bongaduzu's got a handle. And
his first, second.
Charlie will take it out. Sean Burke and get it back in the hands of Bongaduzu. Whoa! And Burke with a pretty athletic play there. Charlie with a turnaround. And good, quick, decisive play, but Chalia collected the ball, quickly turned, fired, converted to give the Pioneers a 3-point lead as we come up on just over 3 minutes to go here in the ball game, or at least in regulation play. Nettle will bring it up. And a scramble for the ball. The Mountaineers will pick it up. Lane is good. That's Barry Walsh. Barry Walsh found himself open, and they'll cut the Pioneer lead to 1. Foul against the Mountaineers. As you might expect, Mountaineer faithful not exactly thrilled with that call. Nonetheless, that won't change anything. And that will send Sean Burke to the line.
Sean Burke at the line, shooting 2.
Sean Burke hits the first. Pioneers go up 49-47. Sean Burke's second free throw attempt is short. It's a 2-point lead for the Pioneers as we come up on 2:45 to go in the fourth quarter. And Nuttall will bring the ball up the court for the Mountaineers. Nuttall, and he hits! He had been in a drought, but he hits there, and he kind of tipped his head back in relief. He had missed a number of shots, but he's able to hit there. That's a big three, and the Mountaineers reclaim a 1-point lead here, 50-49. Dion with a steal. Dion and one! What a play! Dion with the steal, brought it the length of the court.
Foul's on number 21, Bobby Duquette. His second.
And this,
Dion at the line.
just an athletic play. Sam Dion looking to convert the 3-point opportunity here. And the Mountaineers now up 52-49 with just over 2 minutes to go. And this game has been everything you expected it to be. And Dion calmly hits the free throw. Gives the Mountaineers a 4-point lead. 53-49. 2 minutes to go here at Wachusett Regional High School. Burke. Burke fouled on the play. Two shots.
Burke at the line, shooting 2.
Sean Burke hits a second to make it a 1-possession game, 53-50. Mountaineers up on top here. Under 2 minutes to go. And timeout, Wachusett. As we are set up for an exciting finish here from Wachusett Regional High School, 53-50. The Mountaineers and the Pioneers locked up in a game that's gone back and forth, especially here in the second half. It's been a highly anticipated game between these two Central Mass foes. And honestly, it's lived up to its billing. It's been a fun game to watch. Both teams have had great opportunities. Wachusett has a 3-point lead here as we are awaiting the end of this timeout, which has just been signaled. Will be Wachusett basketball out of the timeout. And it looks like it'll be Nuttall on the inbound. A steal. Bobby Duquette. Oh, and Bobby Duquette converts. They were in his rear view mirror, but Bobby Duquette did not mind that, and he just took it the length of the court and scored 2 points, 53-50. And Dion will get things organized at the top for the Mountaineers. And Dion creating. Dion with a low from the left hand. And Dion creating the offense. Dion with a and a great hustle play there. That was Hunter Johnson really hustling, trying to make a play, but it looks like there was a body part that went out of bounds. Give the ball back to St. John's. Couldn't quite see it on this near side, but out of bounds is the call. St. John's down 3, 50 seconds remaining in this ball game. And what a finish we have here. Bobby Duquette for 3. No. And that foul is going to go against Wachusett. Hunter Johnson and Bobby Duquette were both pursuing the ball after Duquette's missed 3, and Hunter Johnson's third foul was called. Bobby Duquette got the look he wanted to tie this ball game. Bobby Duquette a long 3, yes! Bobby Duquette with ice in his veins, not afraid. And this game is tied at 55. Bobby Duquette, catch and release, my friend. And Dion barking out some orders here. 3. Dion with a 3, and it's just short. And we're going to get some bonus basketball here. Sam Dion had the shot. It's a look he'd tell you he'd want to make that one, but that's short. And we're going to get some extra basketball here at Wachusett Regional High School. We head to a 4-minute overtime period. And give credit to Bobby Duquette. Bobby Duquette hit the 3 that sent this game eventually into overtime. And Bobby Duquette really, with some big plays, he also had a big layup on the previous possession. And if St. John's goes on to win this game, you can thank Bobby Duquette for his late game heroics. With a tough bucket on a fast break and a big 3. It was no gimme. It was a deep 3 from Bobby Duquette, and then of course Sam Dion had the opportunity late in regulation. And he had some space. But his shot was short, and we get treated to a little free basketball here. On a Tuesday night, the second to last day of January here in Holden. And the tip will be eventually controlled by the Mountaineers, and you guessed it, Sam Dion's got the ball in his hands. Ball back out top to Nuttall. Nuttall driving, top shot, draws the foul though. And nothing has come easy in the second half for Nuttall. He has really competed and worked for everything he's gotten here, and he's gotten himself to the line a couple times. And Nuttall will get 2 shots here. 3:35 remaining in this first overtime period. Nuttall gets the first. Mountaineers strike first here in overtime, up 56-55. And Nuttall trying his second. And hits that one, and the Mountaineers will take a 2-point lead here. St. John's will get their first possession in overtime. And Bobby Duquette, he is feeling it right now. Getting anything he wants. We are once again tied at 57. No, finding Dion, and Dion's down along the baseline, and he might have landed wrong when he came down after laying that in, and we'll have to see what the situation here. And he's up, not putting a lot of pressure on that left foot. He's walking gingerly at best, and that's unfortunate to see. Dion trying his best to kind of walk it off. And last 5 steps were better than his first. He's moving a little bit better over there.
Timeout, Wachusett.
Wachusett takes a timeout. And they have a 2-point lead, 2:53 remaining here in the first overtime period. And we'll keep an eye on Sam Dine. He's kind of flexing that foot over on the sideline. He looks like he's walking pretty good now, though, so that's a good sign for Mountaineer fans. On the other end, Bobby Duquette, the story for the Pioneers. Bobby Duquette finding a lot of offensive opportunities and has been the focal point of the offense late in the fourth quarter and now early in the overtime, as he's begun to assert himself in this basketball game, and rightfully so. So to reset things here, 59-57, Wachusett up a bucket. 2:53 remaining here in the first overtime period. St. John's basketball. And an errant pass thrown by Bachalia there. And Dion, who is in the game, will inbound the ball. Traveling call against the Mountaineers. Ball will come back the other way for the Pioneers, down 2. Chalia surveying the court. Bobby Duquette finding, and a good bucket there. Bobby Duquette giving it up that time to Sean Burke. Leading scorer, and Bobby Duquette. Could have been a travel there, but it was not called. St. John's bench certainly wanted a travel. And Bobby Duquette almost had the big defensive play there. Barry Walsh with a tough bucket there, and that gives Wachusett the lead once again, and a timeout, Red. Timeout, St. John's. Barry Walsh with a big go-ahead bucket there. Hasn't been a primary focus offensively, but at this point in the contest, you're looking for offense from anywhere you can get it, and Barry Walsh provided it there. A big bucket for the Mountaineers. 1:31 remaining. As we come out of this timeout, Wachusett leading 61-59. And what has been an exciting evening of basketball here between St. John's and Wachusett. We're in the free basketball portion of tonight's game in overtime, 1:30 remaining. Chalia finding a cutting Hunter Gorgas. Gorgas finishes the job down low, and credit Chalia with a pass there. His vision, exceptional. And we are tied at 61. Dion for three! Dion with the three! And the Mountaineers go up three with 55 seconds remaining in overtime. Sam Dion. Bobby Duquette looking for the response, and no. That's out of bounds off Wachusett. St. John's will retain possession. Chalia will inbound it. And Burke. Burke for three. Burke, no. And that's Chalia with the rebound. And the ball in the hands of Dion. Dion is fouled. And Dion will head the other way to the free throw line. So Wachusett up three. Dion at the line. Critical 1-and-1 coming up. Free throw here makes it a two-possession ball game. And he does. Calmly, coolly, and collectively sinks that free throw to put Wachusett up 4 points. And second free throw on the way. Timeout, St. John's. Dion stepped up and with ice in his veins knocked those two free throws down, and we have a 5-point game with 23.4 seconds left. Wachusett up 5. I'd like to thank everyone for joining us on this Facebook live stream. It's a new thing that we're trying here at the Telegram, and it's been my pleasure to bring this great basketball game to you here on Tuesday night, and look forward to bringing you some more basketball and hockey action throughout the rest of the winter season and into the spring. We mix in some video. It's been a fun night of basketball here. Burke fouled on the floor, and St. John's will retain possession. Chalia will take the ball out of bounds. And Sean Burke hits, calls a timeout.
Basket by Sean Burke. Timeout, St. John's.
Sean Burke displaying why he averages over 20 points a game. He really can score the ball in a lot of different ways, and he showed that off tonight. 3-point game, 12 seconds remaining. Looks like we have a viewer from Florida with the last name Dion. So welcome in from Florida. That's exciting that you're able to watch the game tonight. I'm glad that we were able to bring you this game. Hope you're enjoying the warm weather down there. So it's a 66-63 ball game. Sean Burke just hit a bucket to make it a one-possession game. It's going to be Wachusett ball. St. John's obviously looking to create the turnover, get the quick foul if necessary, and see if they can extend this out a little bit. And Nuttall will get fouled. And it's been such a competitive game for Nuttall. He wasn't able to find his shot really in the second half, but been able to contribute in a lot of different ways.
Barry Walsh in the game for Wachusett. Joey Nuttall at the line.
Joey Nuttall will head to the line to look to give the Mountaineers that two-possession cushion once again.
Nuttall at the line with 1 and 1.
Got a little bit of a discussion here with regards to Bobby Duquette. I think Bobby Duquette was just been informed he has fouled out. He heads to the bench, and it doesn't seem like he feels like he did. And regardless, Nuttall at the line. Nuttall with a big free throw. And that extends the Mountaineer lead to 4. And that was a critical free throw for the Mountaineers. Nuttall, no. Burke on the rebound. Burke pushing it down the court. 3 ball. In and out. And Nuttall is fouled again, and that will be that here. As Nuttall will head back to the line. As the fans stand and head for the exits here with 1.7 seconds left. I'll stay with you for the last 1.7.
Second.
As St. John's fans head for the doors. Wachusett will get this critical Central Mass victory here tonight. Nuttall hits the front. And Nuttall will have a second opportunity here. It's 68-63 Mountaineers, 1.7 seconds remaining in the game. And Nuttall at the line. Nuttall hits a second. 69-63. Burke gives it a heave off the front rim, and Wachusett claims a big 69-63 victory. I want to thank everyone who was able to join in this evening for our live game feed here with the Telegram and Gazette. I'm Chris Kyne, and I'll see you next time.